See? All right, so this is going to be a mid-month reading for Capricorn. Something really crazy happened to me today with my cards. Basically, I go to these classes, you know, where we like discuss the astrology and tarot, but more astrology of like, you know, the month and the year and ourselves and people we deal with, as well as like our clients and stuff like that. So my tarot cards were on my bed in this bag, right? And you know, I play with them like all the time. And last night I actually didn't touch them. The night before that, I had pulled a few cards, and this morning when I took my bag to go to my classes, my bag was under my bed, empty, and I took my one notebook, a pen, nothing else. I get to my class and I had 6 cards like in the pocket of my bag, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how the hell did these get it? Like, there was no way that my bag and my cards came in contact, and these are cards that I had pulled before and mixed back into the deck. Like, there was no way. Like, yeah, I just wanted to share that experience because it was some magical shit. And the reading was exactly pertaining to whatever situation I'm in. I mean, it was good reading, you know, but, and I've been doing my rituals, and I feel like Spirit's just like, yo, we hear you. Like, this is what you understand? Cool. Like, here's your message, now calm your nipples. Like, fucking crazy. Anyway, so now Capricorn. Oof, you guys have a lot going on. You have Pluto and Saturn, both retrograde in Capricorn. And I mean, that's basically, they're conjuncting, and that Pluto is sort of the deconstructing of structure, well, in Capricorn, whereas Saturn is, you know, like creating structure and authority and power. So, you know, that aspect, both of them retrograde in Capricorn, is tough. It's really deep transformation, and it is. There are some breakdowns of structure, because, I mean, shit, like Mars in Aquarius, you know, it's creating an aspect over there. So it's just, there's a lot of structural breakdowns and rebuilding for you guys right now for Capricorn. Mars is gonna go retrograde in Aquarius and then go back into Capricorn. So Mars is gonna be right there with Saturn and Pluto, and that's gonna be lovely. Okay, a lot of communication here. I see 2 men. Looks like you have a choice to make also, or okay, so I see an air sign, which could be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, and there is a fire sign, which can be a Leo, Sag, or Aries. The Knight of Wands is, you know, younger, whereas the King of Swords is like an older air sign. You have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords can either mean like a very cutthroat communication, abrupt communication, but it also does rule like truthful communication. It's things that you needed to hear. And then you have the 8 of Cups, the walking away. So there was a communication with one of these men, and you walked away from one of them to the other. Does that make sense? Let's see what else comes up. So that happened, the walking away, you know, or this is something that's gonna happen, you know. But you definitely have your options. You get to choose. And somebody is gonna be disappointed. I think it's one of these men, you know, or I think that either way, disappointment does happen. And at the end, like, also, you know, this is the 5 of Cups, and it comes before the 8. It's before the walking away part, you know, so there could have been a disappointment, and that's the reason you walked away from one of these people. You know, whether it was them not keeping their word, you know, that happens in Gemini season. Whether they were just, you know, unfaithful, whether they strung you along for too long. You know, fire and air, they actually complement each other. So, and your earth, you know, so it is very, like, whatever the reason would be, it would be something in relation to fickleness or just like, you know, not being able to make up their mind because they're all over the place. So like fire burns out fast, you know, and air is just very swift, you know, and sort of elusive and not on purpose, but they're just like flaky because they're in their own little world. And like sometimes I'll lay the cards out, but if they're flying out at me already, then I'm like, okay, like I'll put them down. But that, I mean, that makes sense too. Listen, Pluto's gonna get rid of shit that you don't need, and Saturn is going to like reconstruct, you know, reconstruct your relationships. Whatever wasn't working, if you were settling for some bullshit, Pluto's gonna be like, no, we don't want that. Like, get it the fuck out of here. And that is exactly what's happening with you. Okay. So, let's see. Okay. So yeah, somebody's definitely going to be disappointed, and you know, you might actually feel, you know, you probably feel like this is the right thing to do, but you might also feel fucked up about it. You might feel sad about it. You need to meditate. You need to really like sit down and think about what it is that you're doing, what it is that you want, you know, and yeah, you need to free yourself from your mental. Right, you're overthinking shit. That's what's happening. You're overthinking things, and your focus is not where it's supposed to be, because there's a situation here that's not actually, it shouldn't be a disappointment. Well, it should, it would be a disappointment, but you're dwelling on it too much. You know what I mean? Like you're thinking about it too much, and you have all the tools to move away from that and to be in something more successful, but you have to use them. You know, knowledge is power, but not until you apply it to your life. So here with the Magician, it's like you have the tools to focus your intention on something that will have you, you know, this is the best card in the deck. The World card, this is my favorite card, you know. Well, this and the Star card, I love them. Like this and the Star, love them. I actually love the Magician too, you know, but the Magician is a baby. You know, it's the focal point. The World is liberation. It's the last card in the major arcana. It's completion, you know, and it's still fixed. It's still within the realms of this world. So this is where you get everything that you want in the physical world, you know, but it starts with your intention, with your focus. What are you putting out there? What are you doing? Are you doing rituals? Do them. You know, light your candles, do your shit, meditate. You know, visualize. What do you want exactly? Be clear. Other than that, Capricorn, I mean, I see a lot of things building up and breaking down, and at the end of the day, it's funny, this is one of the cards that actually jumped into my purse. I mean, into my bag this morning. This and the Knight of Wands had jumped into my bag. So fucking weird, I'm telling you. Like, it's fucking trippy. But yeah, I mean, you, like, your wishes are fulfilled. Everything that you want, you get, you know. And Pluto and Saturn, they really actually, especially in Capricorn, well, Saturn in Capricorn at least, like, they have your best interest, you know. So anything that's breaking down, anything that's being like let go, it's for the best. It's so you can get here, so you can have everything that you're actually hoping for. You just need to get clear about what you're hoping for. Other than that, I'm seeing good things for you. So that is all for this, we'll say like until July, till the 1st of July. So that's what you have going on. Let me know how things unfold. Comments, feedback, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will check back in with you guys in 2 weeks.